emotions are something that we study in organizational behavior. But let's back up, because when we talk about emotions, we should first talk about affect. And affect is a generic term that covers a broad range of feelings that people experience. And this includes both moods and emotions. Now, how is mood different than emotions? Well, emotions are intense feelings that are directed at something in particular, some person or something, versus moods. Moods are feelings that tend to be a bit less intense and tend not to be directed towards anything in particular. Okay, moods kind of lack a particular stimulus. You may have heard the expression, he woke up on the wrong side of the bed. What does that mean? Why would anybody feel bad because they woke up on the wrong side of the bed? It's kind of expressing this idea that there's no real reason for this person to be moody, but that's how they're feeling. Okay? So when we look at emotions, we see that there are basically six emotions that emerge in different studies. They include anger, fear, sadness, happiness, disgust, and surprise. So if we were in class together, I would be asking you to identify which of these different emoticons matched each of those different emotions that are listed there. And we can see that the feelings on the inside are expressed through expressions that are on the outside. And what's very interesting is that these expressions tend to be fairly universal across cultures. So you don't need to understand the language when someone is angry with you. Now, if we could arrange these in terms of how positive and negative they are, and we can see along the bottom that the most positive of these is a happiness, next surprise, then fear, sadness, anger, and disgust. So how about moods? What makes up our moods? Well, moods have very much the same type of structure, but here I have presented a more detailed model that actually would fit both emotions and moods, but it does, again, express there is a range from more positive to more negative, and there is also a difference in terms of how activated. So we talk about high negative affect being different than high positive affect. High negative affect is consisting of being nervous and tense and upset, versus high positive affect is being excited and elated and happy. And we can contrast that with low positive affect and low negative affect. And so low positive affect is being bored or depressed or sad, versus low negative affect is being relaxed or calm or content. Psychologists have studied the experience of moods and emotions. They have developed some more detailed models where they look at emotions both as negative emotions and positive emotions, and have a more elaborate set of emotions that we observe.